It's FIFA World Cup season, and what better way to do a photo shoot in the studio? Today I'm going to be showing you a 4-light setup in the studio using the Westcott LED lights. And let's cover todo el pedo. All right, let's go ahead and break this photo down. I'm using LED lights, and what I love about LED lights is what you see is what you get. So what we have here is we have a Westcott L120B, and we have it in a 36-inch rapid box Octa M, and it's with a grid. Now the purpose of the grid is so that we get beautiful light on camera, but then the background stays dark. And we're gonna get to that in a little bit, why we want it dark, because we're gonna use an optical spot in a bit. Now, one of the things to keep in mind when you have the key light is that you'll see that the bottom portion of Cameron is going to be a little bit darker. So what we have is we have another L120B down here with a 24-inch beauty dish, again with another grid. Without the grid, once again, the light is going to spill everywhere. Now, knowing that we have beautiful light now on the subject, I want to add a little bit more dynamic lighting to the background. And that's where we're going to add an optical spot. So over here, we have to the left, another one L120B with an optical spot. And we have a very unique gobo. And the gobo that I chose almost looks like a soccer ball. I wanted some type of pattern in the background to, once again, just give it a little bit of unique lighting, just a little bit of interest to the background. Now this one is set to 100%, and I do have the Kelvin at 2,700 to give it a little bit of a warmer look. Now the background that I'm using, I didn't talk about that. We're using the Westcott X-Drop Pro, and this is the 8x13 sweep. And what I love about this 8x13 sweep is that we're in a small space. Yes, I'm in a big studio, but the space that I'm working with is relatively small. So this is something that you could do at home, in a garage, and that's why I love using the 8x13 sweep. Now the last component to this setup is gonna be an Ice Light 3, and I have this with the red. So what's cool is that it's an RGB, so I can change it to literally any color that I want, and I have it at 30%. And I have it pointing in this specific angle for two reasons. One, it's gonna hit the background ever so slightly, so the right side of the image, when I'm taking my pictures, you're gonna notice that you're gonna get almost like a gradient, but I'm also using the barn doors so that a little bit of the light can hit Cameron to the side, so it just adds a little bit of glow. Knowing that the light is coming in from the camera left, we know that this side's gonna be in shadow. So if you know how lighting works, the color gels are always gonna show up in the shadows. So I do want a little bit of a hint of red on the right side of Cameron as I'm taking these photos. So as I was shooting these, one of my favorite things to do is use props while I'm shooting in the studio. Since we're using a soccer theme, obviously the soccer ball just worked out really well. And this just gives us so much variety. One other thing that I like to do while I'm shooting in the studio in order to get variety is that I'll have the subject stand, I'll have the subject crouch down, lie down on the floor, and then if I can incorporate a chair at some point, that just adds so much versatility on what we can do during the photo shoot. Because a lot of times, sometimes we run out of ideas like, oh, what else do we do? So I usually start like that, especially when I'm working with clients, have them stand, get a medium shot, crouch down on the floor, and incorporate some type of sitting platform, whether that's a chair or a posing block. As a bonus, I also did this setup at my unique photo event out in Philly, this time with a USA theme. So I don't know if I'm just good luck or what, but Mexico and USA, those are the two countries I did the theme on, and guess what? They both made it to the round of 16. And I'm curious, who are you going for in the FIFA World Cup? Now that we've seen the final results, let's take a look at the shot buildup so that we can review exactly what we did. We start off with the key light in about loop position with a grid with a 36-inch rapid box so that we could add light on the subject and limit our light on the background. Then, because the legs are a little bit dark, we added another light with a 24-inch beauty dish with a grid so that we can light up the legs with the L120B. Then for our third light, we wanted to add a little bit of dynamic lighting. We used an optical spot and we used a gobo to get an interesting pattern on the background. And then the last step was adding the RGB Ice Light 3 just to add a little bit of a gradient to the right side, set to red, but also that red is going to give us a nice subtle rim light on the unlit side of the face. One of the big takeaways from this photo shoot is the importance of grids. They really isolate the light so that you can get cool background patterns of light onto the background, and also adding that ice light just for that little hint of red. Now let me know in the comments, which team are you going for, and which team do you actually think is going to win the FIFA World Cup? Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one. I also want to thank Daniel Chin for giving me this idea. I saw him post on Instagram, and he's one of my favorite photographers. I get a lot of inspiration from him. So if you guys can, check him out on Instagram because he does a lot of creative stuff in the studio.